When are we going to understand that different is not dangerous?
Feel me.
This includes black people and anyone who isn't white in America. I'm so tired of watching people who are supposed to protect us, our police, murdering people. Murdering people. Here is a snippet of a poem that I wrote called This is America. How can we watch police use unreasonable force towards people we enslaved? In a day when we lie under the guise that they too are protected by the same constitutional freedoms. This is why Black Lives Matter. As a way to plead to be seen as human, since for far too long their genocide has been rationalized as a threat without proof. Or maybe being able to kill a black figure without retribution might be more at the heart of the truth. How can we watch the apple fall from the tree and then claim it's still up in the leaves? Or was it actually another black body we hung, needing to be cut free? Cognitive dissonance irrationally believes in alternate realities found in make-believe, as we ignore our history with continued prejudice while these people are dying in our streets. We watch it live and ignorantly scream insensitivities while defending police who took a knee, not in solidarity, but on a throat, barely able to mutter, "I can't breathe." Yet we still have the audacity to deny the very witness our eyes did see. It was a written house on white paper. Ideologically, his free steps on black streets validates the injustice of our systemic white supremacy. We've got to do better. We are all a part of the same universe. We are all human beings. We are all people. We are collective. We are not individuals. We are a collective. Love each other. Embrace each other. Celebrate our differences. Let's learn from each other. Enough. Enough hatred. Enough blood. Enough innocent people dying.
Honestly, it's like modern day slavery because it's cheap labor.
Whoa, what are you? Whoa.
It's cheap labor.
Like modern-day slavery, says Nerima Wakal-Ojiwa, a Kenyan civil rights activist, because big American tech companies come here and advertise the jobs as a ticket to the future. But really, she says, it's exploitation.
What we're seeing is an inequality.
It sounds so good, an AI job. Is there any job security?
The contracts that we see are very short term, and I've seen people who have contracts that are monthly, some of them weekly, some of them days, which is ridiculous.
She calls the workspaces AI sweatshops with computers instead of sewing machines.
The whites don't even see you as American. They see you as second-class citizen from Africa. This is why they call you African American. The difference between black Americans and Africans is we don't give a fuck about what white people see us as or what white people think. We do not care. We don't worship whiteness. Not in 2025. When they threatened us with segregation, majority of us said, bring it on. We don't give a damn. We're not walking up to them. White people care about black people in America way more than we care about them. We're not trying to get invited to their cookouts. We're not trying to force ourselves in their spaces, not in 2025. That's not what's happening. White people are constantly minding our business and coming up to us and asking us questions and wanting to be included and wanting to be invited and wanting to know what we got going on. Have you ever seen Karen videos? White women, they be obsessed. Obsessed, utterly obsessed. We do not worship white people like y'all. A lot of y'all uphold white superiority. You ever want to see what leave it up to one of y'all. We don't do that bootlicking shit over here. We don't care what they think or what they consider us. We know what's on our our birth certificates. I know what it says on my passport. I know where my lineage comes from. I know where my ancestors come from. It's a psychological mind trick to think that white people are fucking superior to you. There ain't no motherfucking white person superior to me. That hatred, that shit is love. Love and hate lives on the same spectrum. They love us so fucking much. They're so obsessed that it brewed into hate. A lot of it is envy, jealousy, admiration, inferiority. Not all, not all, not all. Spread love is the Brooklyn way. The fuck?
Particular message goes out to all the white people, okay? If you think you were really trying to hurt Black America with all your dealings, okay? I need you to sit down. It's class time, okay? Because anytime you try and harm Black Americans with your vote, guess what you're doing? You're hurting yourself. Yeah, real talk, okay? Working class white Americans, yeah. I think y'all might have missed that one, okay? So no matter whoever's telling you to vote against Black America, they lied to you, okay? If you're in the working class pool, okay? You're right along with us. Therefore, if you decide to target us again, you're targeting your freaking selves, okay? Okay. This is exactly why the government stinks right now. Because look who they fired. People who look like me. So yeah, go figure. Also, to all the other groups here in the United States of America who thought they won one, you actually are fighting a losing game if you're fighting against Black America. So I suggest you stop. Because you see all the stuff you're feeling right now, it's because you did it to yourselves. Okay? You keep doing this. You. Wake the flip up.
The tension between the Black and Latino community needs to stop. And we need to be the generation to stop it. Anti-Blackness exists in our community. We know this. Anti-Blackness also exists within the Black community itself. All communities of color struggle with this. And the reason why is what we all have in common. We were all colonized and trained to have a mindset of you versus me for survival. But that ends with us. We need to lead with unity and not division. We have to be the change we want to see. We have to stop pointing the finger in both communities and make the decision that we are going to choose to be united versus divided. I'm not going to pretend like I have all the answers, but here are examples of how you can show up differently and be the change you want to see. Number 1, share stories of solidarity. Share stories of love. Share stories of when you have experienced the Black or Latino community showing up in your spaces. We need to shift the narrative. Number 2, if your reality is division between the Black and Latino community and your goal is unity, then it is up to you to seek out examples of when the Latino and Black communities show up for one another, where they show love, where there is actual solidarity, because guess what? It exists. And if you need a place to start with me. I am happy to be a part of your network of Latinos who have nothing but love for our Black sisters and brothers. Number 3, ask your neighbors how you can be helpful. You need to lead with your heart in this moment. That is the only way that we are going to experience an actual shift. We have to show up as human beings. We have to show up vulnerable. We have to show up as the change that we want to see. Lastly, ask others to join you. Let's actually start in the comments. Share your stories of solidarity and love. If members of the Latino and Black community have a hard time seeing it, let's show them how it's actually done. I stand with my Black brothers and sisters, and I also stand with my Latino familia. But the change, it starts with us. I love you.
Oh, and here in front of me, called our skin, that has been endorsed by NACI. And I'm going to read exactly what this book says. You guys might find it interesting. A long time ago, way before you were born, a group of white people made up an idea called race. They sorted people by skin color and said that white people were better, smarter, prettier, and they deserved more than everybody else. This would be taught if we socialize our pre-K system. This would be taught.
Do you disagree with that findings in the book?
1,000%. How about we teach Jesus loves me? How about this? In teaching Jesus loves the little children, the lyrics go, red and yellow, black and white, they're all precious in our sight. Now, which one would you think would be better? I'll ask everybody on the panel, which is better to teach? This, that is a story that was made up to teach our kids, 3-year-olds who have no idea what race is, now all of a sudden is being taught that white people said this as a truth. Someone point at me that this being a truth, that white people developed race, that white people developed that all of a sudden that was our word that we developed. By the way, I'm Cherokee, Native American. I think we have experienced a little bit of racism before in my life, Chairman.
Senator Mullen.
So I ask everybody on the panel, which one is better to teach? This or the Jesus Loves Me lyrics? Ma'am, I'll start down here. Just tell me which one. I don't have time for an explanation.
What I'll tell you, Senator Mullen, is that what children in these early years develop
I
their
didn't ask
identity.
the question.
It's
the question is which
it's
one
important
do you
that
think
our
is
classrooms
better
are.
I'm just asking which one is better.
Let her answer the question, please.
My question is this.
She will
which
answer
one
it
is
if she
better?
sees fit.
Which one is better?
It's important that children's identity
That's
and
not
language
answering my
and
question.
culture are recognized.
That's not answering my question.
And that's what creates
Ma'am,
strong executive function.
If you don't want to answer my question, that's fine. Let's move on down the panel. Which was that's exactly what it is.
Got it on tape.
Misspoke. So what I'm saying is which one is which? Which one is better to be taught, Mr. Chairman? Is it this, or is it the Jesus?
Is your question directed to me or Ms. Woman?
Well, you keep interrupting me, saying they're not answering the question,
Want to ask
and I
me the
wish
question?
you'd really stay out of
No,
my
no, no.
questions. 'Cause
It's his
my
question.
time.
He gets to dictate it.
Which
Not
one?
dictated. Ask the question.
Which one?
Talking to Ms. Woman, right?
Yes,
As I stated, Jesus is always first.
absolutely. I agree with that.
To me, is to have all these things that you can do if you want to, that you don't have to do if you don't want to do. And there's a way in which American and white and human become synonyms. That why can't we just treat each other as human beings? To me, when I hear it from a white person, it means why can't we all just pretend to be white people? I'll pretend you're a white person, and then you can pretend to be white. Why don't you eat what I eat? Why don't you drink what I drink? Why don't you think like I think? Why don't you feel like I feel? God damn it, I'm so sick and goddamn tired of hearing about that. I'm sick of that. That's what it means to be human being to me. That's what it means to be white. That's what it means to be American. What? You think that, hey, it'll all be fine when we just treat each other like human beings. And what that says to me is, don't be yourself. Be like me. Keep me comfortable. Connect where I'm ready to connect. Come out to my place. Or maybe I'll come down and get some artifacts from your place. That is bullshit. When you say that your ethnicity is American, there is no American ethnicity. You had to throw away your ethnicity to become American. That's what it means. That's what it means. You give up who you are to become American. And you can pretend that it's okay because you're white. When we give up who we are to become American, we know that we're dying from it. You're dying from it too, but you don't know it necessarily. Get ethnic, you know? You know, I'm not going to trust you until you're as willing to be changed and affected by my experience and transformed by my experience as I am every day by yours.
Right now, Black and Latinos are sending a powerful message to about unity, opportunities, and change. Because in a time growing in social media, political division, many people are now paying attention to new conversation about cooperation and shared interest. All right, because people are now choosing to work together, to work as a team, to work as one. And I feel like this whole thing needs to be discussed about, like economic opportunities, representation, and other future that the country are being and bringing people together in a way that somebody must help somebody. You don't need to divide people to be enemies. People need to work together as a team. All right. So many observers have noticed this thing increasingly for calls for collaboration between the Black American and Latinos. An issue that affected working families, education, business, ownership, and maybe economic mobility. Supporters of this whole thing, of this whole effort, urge that the communities can achieve more when they focus on common goals rather than just differences, fighting who is better than who. Feel me? So advocates say that the unity is not all about. The unity is not about excluding anyone. It's about ensuring that everyone gets a chance in a community. Every voice is being heard. All right, opportunities are being given, and everything goes on well. They believe that cooperation can create a stronger neighborhood, more successful, and like a greater political influence in the country of the U.S. And that's what we all want to see. But other people are also pointing that the meaningful progress requires an open dialogue among all Americans, regardless of the race or background. They argue that the lasting solution comes from mutual respect, understanding, and more like willingness to work together as to share challenges. You share challenges, you share culture, you share the struggle, and everything will work on as model to everyone. So the message is now emerging from this whole thing is that many people want to move beyond division and focus on building a stronger background, a strong community, creating opportunities for everyone and shaping a better future for the next generation. All right? Tell me in the comments. What do you think about the calls for growing for cooperation between different communities? Can unity create positive change in America? Can the Latinos and the white American and the Black people come together and build something that is stronger that will help maybe all of them? Peace out.